Hello everyone. Last time we read page 19. So let's begin on page 20 to the last page. Mary was bigger than Laura, and she had a red doll named Letty. Laura had only a corn cob wrapped in a handkerchief, but it was a good doll. Its name was Susan. It wasn't Susan's fault that she was only a corncob. Sometimes Mary let Laura hold Nettie, but she did it only when Susan couldn't see. The best times of all were at night. After supper, Papa brought his traps in from the shed to grease them in the fire. He rubbed the bright and greased the hinges of the jars and the springs of the pans. With a feather dipper in bear's grease, there were small traps, middle-sized traps, and great bear traps with teeth in their jaws that Pa said would break a man's leg if they shut into it. While he greased the traps, Pa told Laura and Mary little jokes and stories, and afterward he played his fiddle. The doors and the windows were tightly shut, and the cracks of the window frames stuffed with cloth to keep out the cold. But Black Susan the cat came and went as she pleased, day and night, through the swinging door of the cat hole. In the bottom of the front door she always went quickly, so the door wouldn't catch her tail when it fell shut behind her. One night Pa was greasing the traps. He watched Black Susan come in and said, "There was once a man who had two cats, a big cat and a little cat." Laura and Mary ran to lean on his knee and heard the rest. "He had two cats," Pa repeated, "a big cat and a little cat. So he made a big cat hole for his big cat, and then he made a little cat hole for his little cat." There Pa stopped. "But why couldn't the little cat?" Mary began. "Because the big cat wouldn't let it in," Laura interrupted. "Laura, that's very rude. You must never interrupt," Pa said. "But I see," he said, "that neither one of you has more sense than the man who cut the two cat holes in his door." Then he laid away the traps, and he took his fiddle out of its box and began to play. That was the best time of all. So we continue on the story next time. Winter days and winter night.